is up, YouTube? And today we are looking at the new rule set for Series 6 of the VGC on Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a big one. We have a banned list, and the banned list is gonna change the game up quite a bit. I think it's gonna change the game up for a good reason. For a good reason too, because I'm not gonna lie, it's going a bit stale on the old VGC front. People will use the same teams. It's kind of just Togekiss, Rillaboom, Incineroar. Some people like that. Some people, that's their favorite Pokemon. That's fair enough. Me personally, I like to use a variety of teams anyway, so it doesn't really bother me too much. But they are good Pokemon, and having a ban list isn't a bad thing, I don't think. So we're gonna go over the ban list, and then we're gonna get into maybe looking at some alternatives to things we've lost on the ban list. So there's other ways around. You can still play the same type of thing. It might not be as good, but if you still want to use Sun teams, if you still want to intimidate users and parting shots on the Incineroar example, or the Grassy Surge and stuff like that. We're just going to go over a few other good options you can have, and then we'll probably get into who's actually going to be viable. So right, we have everything else stays the same. Gigantamax is obviously going to be different because there's no Venusaur on there, but there are our Gigantamax ones. Let's go with the banned Pokemon. So we have Venusaur, Gyarados, Porygon 2, Tyranitar, Torkoal, Hippowdon, Magnezone, Togekiss, Excadrill, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Mimikyu, Rillaboom, Cinderace, Indeedee, and Dragapult. Yeah, so you've lost your main Tailwind Setter, you've lost your main Intimidate user, you both terrain setters for Psychic and Grassy Surge, they're both gone. You've lost is it Libro? I can't say that. On the Cinderace, so that's gone already. That didn't last too long. The big one is Togekiss though. Big one is Togekiss and probably Tyranitar. But this is for singles and doubles. These will be in effect from the 1st of September. So first off, we'll start with Torracat. Torracat, you can still use Torracat. You can't use the Incineroar, obviously. You'll lose the Dark typing, but you still get the Intimidate. You can use the Eviolite on it to get those special defense and defense a little bit higher. It won't be as defensively strong as in Incineroar, but you do get this speed buff. So you can always go max speed. Where is it? Let's go. Jolly. Yes, Jolly. Jolly. So you got 156, which ain't bad. You're outspeeding most things. You ain't outspeeding an Arcanine, as for say, which will be which is another option I'm going to go through in a minute. You can go max HP. Let's change up to 1. So you got the 105 attack, which is pretty poor. So you're not going to be using him for attack much, but you can still got Fake Out. You can still Parting Shot, and you can put like a Flare Blitz still on there if you really want to, and maybe a Protect for a bit more option, or you could even go full on and you could even have a Snarl. Do you not get Snarl? You don't get Snarl. The Parting Shot still is, that's not too bad. What else do we get access to? Bulk Up. No, not really. But you get the idea. You can still use most of the moves in Incineroar, but you do lose the Dark type, and so you lose the weakness to fighting, which is good, but you also lose your immunity to Psychic. So it's not good in that sense. But you can still have Fake Out, Parting Shot, and then like I said, you can have the Flare Blitz, and the Protect. And that's still, it's not as good, but if you still want to use it, it's still usable in my opinion because of the Eviolite. Probably won't last as long as Incineroar does on the field. Probably can't take as much of a hit still, but it's still okay. It's still okay, an okay Pokemon. And then your next one is Wacky. Still can set the Grassy Surge, so you don't necessarily need to have a high attack on this one. We will just put in a 105 again, so it's same as Torracat. on stats wise. Slightly better defensively though. So you could, with the Eviolite, still makes him. I think that's actually better than special defense. Is actually better than Rillaboom. I have to check that. Even with a assault vest on, so this might actually be more relevant. So you can still use fake out on this one as well. What else? We've got knockoff. And then we have, you still have the U-turn. The Grassy Glide is the main one. Again, with the 105 attack, not great. Considering Rillaboom had about 197, I think, maxed out the attack with Adamant Nature. If we Adamant Nature this, 115. Just you need like Life Orb or something really to make that any kind of half decent. But again, the option's still there. There's is there other support moves for this we could use? You could put a Sword Stance on it. Good Sword Stance. But then again, we only have. You need a redirector of some kind, maybe. Yeah, you could even put Taunt. You could even have Taunt there, so you don't want to go on with the knockoff. Knockoff would be good against other Eviolite users, which is the main reason why I normally run Taunt on my Rillaboom anyway, and then you could probably go for Protect as well. Always good to have Protect. Always try and, you can have Protect, put it on. Protect's always good to have. So those are two good options for replacing the Incineroar and Rillaboom. Just go with their pre-evolutions, whack an Eviolite on them. They're not as good, so I'm just going to go over maybe some alternatives. Arcanine is the alternative. It's probably going to see a big shoot in rise in stat and in stat usage, stats even. So he definitely most likely is, and you normally run him with probably a Citrus Berry of some kind, and then you have Intimidate, and you'll run Snarl, Will-O-Wisp. Although a lot of physical attackers have been taken out of the game, so Will-O-Wisp we might be able to get away with not using Will-O-Wisp. Because if we go back to here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 physical attackers out of the game already, who you probably would want to Will-O-Wisp to have that attack stat, but you may be able to change this one. This one's a bit versatile. See how it goes. But I highly recommend using Arcanine as another option for those Incineroars. He was high in usage stats before Incineroar became available, but they kind of went neck and neck for a while, and then as soon as Psychic Surge and Expanding Force became a thing, obviously Incineroar took over. So Arcanine's still pretty good, it's still pretty usable, and it's definitely going to be usable now, so I'd go back to using it in a heartbeat. That is definitely going to be one of the things to watch out for as well, is the Arcanine becoming relevant in. So anyway, you go for Snarl, Will-O-Wisp, that's optional. Will-O-Wisp, you probably go for going special, I'd probably go for a Heat Wave. Go Heat Wave, and then maybe a Protect. Well, if you want to go a bit more offensive, you could change this to probably not Heat Wave. I'd probably have Flare Blitz. And then get rid of the Will-O-Wisp and have Close Combat. Just to have a bit of extra coverage on some stuff, and then probably still keep the Protect. You can Snarl anything that comes in, like Duraludon is a main one. See him Lapras. Just nullifies Lapras. It's pretty good. And again, stats on this, you probably want. Probably got a little bit on the HP side. You could just go like that. Don't really need too much. I don't think you need too much speed on Arcanine, because he's fairly outspeed most of the average ones, but you probably do want a bit of speed. You could always drop a bit out of the attack and put a bit of speed in him, and then make him a Jolly. Something like that. always do that. Or you could even just go max attack. He's quite bulky anyway. He's got a bit. He's got 100 on his defensive stats, and then 165 HP. So not too bad. Not too bad. You could do that. That makes no odds. Let's get on to some weather setters now. So Torkoal's gone. The only viable one is Ninetales with Drought. Remember, you can always set up weather anyway through max moves. You don't need. If you have a Sun team, you can still, but it just means you've got to Dynamax, Max Flare, then Sun Up. And having Drought as an ability to be able to just bring them in, set Sun Up straight away, things like Chlorophyll and stuff like that. But I don't know. Best option for Chlorophyll's gone, but some people might want to use it on a Vileplume. That's a thing. Vileplume has Chlorophyll, and you can quick Sleep Powder again, or you could even have it on a Exeggutor. Again, fast Exeggutor. I think he knows Hypnosis, not Sleep Powder, or he knows both. Can't remember that one. Again, Ninetales is a good option. Not as defensively strong as the Torkoal was. Faster, definitely faster. So you can have the go max speed, 167, faster than Arcanine. Although it makes any difference. Also a special attacker, just like Torkoal. It's basically the same, apart from Torkoal's a nightmare to get rid of. I don't think Ninetales is the same kind of nightmare to get rid of, but you could always have some moves. You can even put Nasty Plot on, so you can go full on attack. It really was, but I'd probably go Will-O-Wisp again. That's debatable depending on how many physical attacks we're going to see. As well, I'll probably go something with either Flamethrower or Heat Wave. Probably Heat Wave for just some spread damage. You can even have Scorching Sands again, just for coverage. Not too bad. Also, Fake Tears is also quite one to just remember. Fake Tears, very, very good. If you have something like the Vileplume speed and you just want to hit something hard and fast, just like a Vileplume. Oh yeah, Vileplume's got good attack. 167, you make it modest. Max speed. Oh, there you go, look. Jobs are good, and look at that, look. 178 special attack. And you Fake Tears on something, and then you've got access to Dazzling Gleams. Even Moonblast, if you want a single target. But then, yeah, you got the Sleep Powder. You want to set this one up. Sleep Powder, Energy Ball. I don't like the ones that lower your special attack, so I'm going to avoid them ones. Even has Strength Zap. I did not know that. Okay, didn't know that. That might be a good option. Imagine if they bring something big on the field and you just Strength Zap it straight away, like bam. -1 attack with like even swapping into Incineroar. Incineroar? He's banned. No. Arcanine. You could lead with Ninetales Vileplume, swap out into Arcanine, -1 Strength Zap. Alright, you don't get your health back. Again, it's a -2 first turn. Not bad. After you is also good if it's in Sun. If you're the fastest on the field, after you make your other one go straight after, so. But again, you're probably looking to do damage to this dude. That is an option. Vileplume isn't. That's actually not too bad. And that, yeah, you can go Energy Ball. You could even go like Dazzling Gleam for a spread, and then probably like Sludge Bomb. Yeah, Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb probably. One of those moves. You can drop one, maybe drop Dazzling Gleam, maybe have Sludge Bomb, and just put Protect in there. I like Protect. Always good to have. And then your item could be Wide Lens. Make sure your Sleep Powder's hit. Alright, so next one we have Gigalith, which is Sandstring. But at the moment, to be honest with you, this Gigalith's it did have a little bit of his moment in shine, his little moment of fame. That's probably a better word for it. He did have his little moments of fame a while ago, but then he kind of just dropped off, mainly because of Rillaboom, stuff like that. But he has got a very, very good attack stat. Very, very good. 187. Adamant. 205. That's a very good attack stat. But speed is slow. There's not really many others, I don't think, that get the Sand Rush. Rush. Yeah, there we go. So Drakefish gets it, but it's not in the game. Band, not in the game. So Lycanroc does. Scoutland does. That's really it. So I wouldn't have. I think Sand Teams are dead. Sand Teams have been well and truly killed, just because Excadrill's gone, Tyranitar's gone, and they were best friends, and they've been banned. They have been banned. So I probably wouldn't even bother with that. Probably wouldn't even bother with delete. And last but not least of this list is the Ferry, the only follow me user in the game. That's allowed, that is. Or Clefable. Clefairy's the better option because of the friend guard. But yeah, that's literally the only reason I've got Clefairy on here. Clefairy's good anyway, to be fair, you put friend guard on. The only thing is, you get taunted, Clefairy's useless because you don't run attacks on Clefairy, and you EV like this. Again, three, like I said, you're gonna have a tough time choosing any three of these really, because to be honest with you, they all need Eviolite to be remotely defensively good. Otherwise, they're just too squishy, and you will just get pummeled bringing them. So it's kind of already chopped them in half. Normally, you see these two as a pair. Incineroar and Rillaboom, and now they won't be a pair. You'll either have one or the other, and I think the same be Ferry. I think that's probably why they've done it. You could run them, but just Focus Sash maybe. Yeah, you only get 2 turns, and if it's something like a Dazzling Gleam and something else, you're gonna be getting out first turn anyway. Yeah, I'd probably go for Clefairy as the best option for the Eviolite user now, just because of the follow me. And then you do your normal Clefairy set, which is self-explanatory. Follow me, probably Helping Hand for the extra damage. Ally Switch, really want to. Let's have a quick look at anything else. Fake Tears. You can have Fake Tears using a special attacker. You get the drift. So those are the ones I'd say are the good replacements for the things that are being lost. I think I've gone over most of the things that are being lost, and another option for it. Obviously, Paragon 2, it will just go back to being Dusclops. Tyranitar, I had Gigliff, but it's not any good. Hippowdon's gone as well, and also Excadrill's gone. So Rillaboom and Incineroar, obviously using their pre-evolutions for that with an Eviolite. Dragapult. Well, Dragapult, you can't really replace Dragapult. He's just fast and annoying. Good typing. Just one of those things. Indeedee, so Psychic Terrain. Setting Psychic Terrain is gone. I don't think anyone else can set Psychic Terrain. I will have a look though. Psychic Surge. Nope, that is it. So till Tapu Lele comes in, we do not have. I'm guessing the male version is banned as well. I'm guessing they're both banned. Mimikyu's gone. I'm guessing because that's mainly singles. We didn't really see much of Mimikyu and VGC here and there. Bit of Magnezone. Togekiss, that the alternative for that was Clefairy. So yeah, I think we pretty much go over it. Venusaur, the Vileplume, I think. There are other Chlorophyll Pokemon, but I think Vileplume is the most viable, or has been a thing in the past, so it probably is. Things that weren't working before because of these Pokemon stopped them from happening, that is now gone. So some of like water Pokemon are going to be on fire right now. They're going to be ecstatic. Water Pokemon are they actually going to be viable? But let's just have a little look at something that I think will be Pokemon that are going to cause a lot of problems. And that is the normal Kingdra with Swift Swim. This is definitely going to be a thing, and the Politoed. These are coming back. 100% these two are coming back. No doubt about that. Rillaboom's gone. The rain teams are going to be a thing. So maybe you may want to bring those sun teams. 1, you take half damage. And 2, you remove their Swift Swim. Keep an eye out for Politoed, Kingdra as another thing. And also, if you want to use them, this is probably the best time to use them. Sun teams are pretty much dead. There are ways around it, but they're not going to be as annoying as Torkoal, Venusaur. Sand teams are dead. Well and truly, I think. What else is there? Yeah, Rillaboom's gone. Rillaboom just wiped water-type Pokemon off the face of the map. So I reckon those are going to be a thing. I'll leave Politoed there just because. And then you got Urshifu. Rapid Strike. I love this one anyway. It's so underrated. Begin with super hype, and he's dropped off. He's actually dropped in usage lower than the Fighting Dark version. It's the single strike. But this one's so good, so versatile. And now Rillaboom's gone. It's like, well, what are my weaknesses? Ferry, biggest threat to him before. Togekiss, gone. Rillaboom, weakness to him, gone. Who else is there? I think that's about it. Really. You still got the thunder, the thunder, electrical type threats. They're still there, but no one's running electric types. Really, well, say that they probably will now because Psychic Drain and Grassy Surge isn't a thing anymore. Well, it is, but it's not gonna. It's just gonna be less. You'll see it less likely. So you could have the Pincurchin setting up the Alolan Raichu, but then will anyone actually use it? Anyway, so I think Urshifu Rapid Strike is gonna be amazing. 1, Duraludon. Oh, runs Thunderbolt. Probably kill it in 1 hit. No, it won't, because he's a fighting type and he will kill Duraludon. Yeah, easy peasy. You can either run I normally run this with either a Focus Sash, or you can even Assault Vest it, just as good. My normal ones, I like to run Aqua Jet just for the quick kill in case there's something I need to think about. I don't think you will need to run Aqua Jet, just because I don't think much things are going to have priority over this thing to kill it in 1 hit, especially when he is at speed 163. He's faster than most things. Obviously, Incineroar. I keep saying Incineroar. Oh, Arcanine. That's it. That's his name. Arcanine will threat this a little bit because of the Intimidate. Other than that, it can deal with Arcanine. It can deal with any Dark type monsters. It can deal with Duraludon. It's going to be a problem. I think Duraludon's going to see a lot more play now as well. Including Therathorn. That's the one. Therathorn. There we go. Got it. He can deal with him because the fighting. That's another one's going to go on to next. Therathorn is going to be a thing again, because Trick Room is going to be like, oh yeah, coming back. Trick Room kind of died off really. I think not many people use Trick Rooms. Very rarely I came against a Trick Room team. So, but if you do come against Dusclops, remember other version of Urshifu, straight Oko's Dusclops. Remember that. If you ever come against it, just turn 1, get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Yeah, anyway, back to this. I'd run Aqua Jet. That's debatable, this one. And then I'd run Surging Strikes. Probably Close Combat. You could run Draining Punch if you want a bit more recovery, but I'd probably run Draining Punch if I was running an Assault Vest. One, because I don't want my defense and special defense to drop, but also be a bit more resilient to attack. So if I need to get health back and take a hit, and then dish out again, type of thing. But for a Focus Sash one, you just want to do quick damage, yada yada yada, and probably protect. Something like that. But if you want to go with max attack as well, and then you don't want to go 4 in HP, I'd probably go 4 in special defense to make it an even number. Yeah, that Focus Sash there, and then you could probably go Assault Vest. You can probably get rid of the Aqua Jet. Some people run Choice Band. Don't run Choice Band. It's not what it's hyped up to be. Then we go Drain Punch. You probably have maybe Thunder Punch. Any type of punch. You can use Ice Punch if you want to hit grass types. I use Thunder Punch so you can hit other water types better, because I think water types in this upcoming series is going to be a problem with Brain Team. So if you bring an Urshifu, they're thinking, oh, he can't do anything anyway. I'll do my normal thing. You just Thunder Punch a Politoed, you kill it, and then you change the weather, and then bada boom, bada bang. There you go. Top move. What was I going to use? Don't use that. Yeah, don't use that. Oh, actually, you could run another punch move, I suppose. I'd probably still run the Aqua Jet, to be fair, just for a priority move in case you're about to die, or if there's a even if there's a fake out, you can still get killed by anything. But yeah, you can Fire Punch. There you go. Now you deal with grass types, water types, fire types, and steel, ground, and all the rest. Very, very good. I do really recommend Urshifu Rapid Strike. I'll probably change these stats around a little bit though for Assault Vest. But yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. Other notable threats, as I said before, Ferrothorn going to be a thing. Dusclops again is going to be a thing, without a doubt. You're probably more likely to say, like I said earlier, Pinchurchin. Again, Electric Surge. You're probably going to see this. Let's get rid of some. You're probably going to see this bad boy coming up a lot with the Alolan Raichu. Actually got a shiny one of these when the raid battles were on, the max raid battles. Quite cool. But yeah, with Incineroar going and the other two terrains having a little bit of a debuff, really, in the sense of they're not going to be used as much as Pokemon that set them are banned. Pinchurchin's going to have a free run. Pinchurchin's nothing to really be like, it's nothing. Deals quite a bit of damage. Slow, just a lot of damage, especially with Rising Voltage. And also then you can have the Alolan Raichu running wild with its double speed on electric terrain. It's going to be a nightmare. But like I said, Incineroar's gone, so that's not a threat. That Dark type's not a threat. And you haven't got things like Rillaboom and everything coming in trying to stop the terrain out to do that. So that is definitely going to see a lot more play, especially with the water types running around. Like I said, water teams running around. Electric is going to be a thing, but then counter the electric, you're going to need ground. ground Pokemon or rock Pokemon or whatever. There you go. First one on there, Gastrodon. And it's been given away. It's being given away for free this weekend. There you go. Ground and water. Immune to the electric. And deals with the electric. And is water type. So we'll get a buff in those rain teams. I'm telling you now, rain teams are going to be strong. They're going to be strong. Definitely. Definitely going to be strong. Without a doubt. Put that in my mind there. Nothing else really viable. You could Diggers B, maybe Huge Power. It's pretty good. Your band. Seismitoad. Probably Swift Swim Seismitoad maybe. It's definitely going to be water types running the show, I think, now. And Pinchurchin sit in the terrain. That'll be Series 6 pretty much summed up right there. But you're going to see quite a lot of the old strategies coming back, like I said. So just watch out for them. Dusclops is going to be a thing, without a doubt, for the Trick Room. So make sure you get your Urshifu Single Strike. I recommend Urshifu Rapid Strike. Recommend him to the max. I think he's going to be very good in this next upcoming season. Very, very good. And I think I've pretty much covered everything now. Oh, if you still want to carry on using the type of same thing, Arcanine is going to be used. No doubt about that. Arcanine is going to be used again, because I don't see Torracat being used. People probably will, as more of like a meme team. Like, oh look, I'm still using Mini Incineroar, Thwackey, maybe Thwackey, but then again, Grassy Surge sets it up. Then you're gonna have to be using something with Grassy Glide that can actually hit. So you're using 2 grass types, and again, Arcanine just cancels both of them out, so that won't be a thing. I think Corviknight actually might drop off as well. A lot of Corviknight uses because of Rillaboom. Rillaboom's gone now. Corviknight's going to drop off. You won't see much Corviknight around anymore, especially because now electric teams, electric type Pokemon, let's say, or electric type setups will deal with that. Plus Arcanine will deal with Corviknight. So Corviknight's going to have a big drop off anyway. I like to use Corviknight. I'm a bit sad about that, but that's not a huge thing though. But yeah, I think I've covered everything. Just keep an eye out for maybe some alternatives if you're still looking to run your same teams, but you just want another option. So say if you just built a team and you're thinking, oh, now I can't use Incineroar, Arcanine. You don't have to change your team. It's the same Pokemon without the dark type in. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it was informative in some way, shape or form. Not really done anything like this before on the lines of having a little run through a series, but I thought this was big enough to warrant maybe a video for people who are a bit like, oh no, that's half my team gone because it's ban list. What am I going to do? Just wanted to provide a little bit of information on what you could use and what you could even change to, and it might even give you some more ideas on moving forward into this next season on how to go about building your team and succeeding in that. So yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave me a like, really appreciate it. If you want to see more VGC stuff, yeah, like, just subscribe, hit the bell button just for more of that. I do obviously do the TCG as well, pack openings. I don't really play the game too much, but I do them as well if you like things like that as well, just let you know. So yeah, peace.